Silence in the assembly hall. No, I'm joking. All right, so hi.
Hello.
How are you doing tonight?
Very, very well.
Great. So I kind of, we've had conversations already, and you've told me about, your music life and everything and stuff. So I kind of want to get started on where you got started, with music. So when did you get into music? Right from the beginning.
To be honest, I think a lot of my music influence came from my sisters. Because my sisters were singing from very, very early.
Are they here tonight?
One of my sisters is my sister Lally.
Shout out, sister! This one's for you, sister.
Yeah, so her and my sister Toby, they've been my biggest influences from the beginning. So from primary school straight through to secondary school, seeing them perform over and over. So I would say they were the first kind of natural kind of presentation of being musical in what I do. After that, going to secondary school, I think a lot of my influence, I actually started off doing grime. One of my boys from secondary school, Mike, he's here as well.
Shout out, Mike.
Yeah, so me and him and a few other friends when we was in secondary school, we used to grow up producing and making music together. So that's the early days.
And how was this like? Were you guys like on the playground, like having battles? Like
just the way the culture was. Just in secondary school, everybody in your year, everyone's all backing you when you're facing all the older years as well.
Yeah.
And you start dissing them, and everyone's like,
you're gonna have that. Yeah.
So those were kind of like the very, very early stages, and then I just kind of just stuck with me because it just kind of grew on me the more and more that I've done it. Yeah.
And when was the first time you entered a studio?
The first time I entered the studio, I would probably say there was actually where I lived in Lucian, my mum's house. There was a studio right at the bottom of my hill called Street Vibes. Street Vibes was actually a youth centre, so it was kind of like something that we could do throughout the summer. And I literally spent summer after summer in there because they really done a lot in terms of teaching me how to actually use all of this stuff as well. So just learning the different programs and learning actually how to make beats myself. Because there was actually like a main producer in the studio, but he completely refused to make me a beat because he always just told me like, make your own, make your own, make your own. So I was just like, alright. So to this day, I still want a beat from him, but I think it kind of drove me to kind of teach myself. And I think that's what he was trying to do all along, because he knew I was very, very involved. So he's just like, listen, just learn how to use these programs, learn how to produce and make your own songs, because instead of asking everybody else who's gonna probably say no, if you make your own, you build your own craft and you develop your own sound. So I think adding that along with the songs that I was doing, it then helped me to pretty much create my own sound.
I love that. I love how you kind of utilize the youth clubs growing up to kind of help you find your passion and what you're into. Because I know that, like for me myself, like where I grew up in East London. I know everyone hates East London, but I don't care. I grew up in East London and I'm not tapped, so thank you. But now I know that a lot of the youth clubs around have been taken down and stuff like that. So what's your opinion on that? Because I feel like...
Yeah, I think, well actually, it is a bit more difficult, but I think other things have come into place, but I think it's definitely something that I feel a lot of the kids do kind of miss. Because I know from when we were doing it in the playground, we literally spend those evenings doing it in the studio as well. So instead of us being on road or just getting up to mischief, we actually had something that we was passionate about and something that we could do. So I think that's a large majority of that is kind of ignored nowadays, because literally just expect you to just leave you to your own devices. And I think that's why we see the issues that we see now. And it's mainly because there's nothing really there for these young kids to do. So obviously we are seeing more and more emerging artists kind of taking the route of performing music, but I think having that avenue or having the facilities to do that, I think is coming scarce and scarce.
Bring back youth clubs, man, honestly. Bring back youth clubs. Like, give the kids somewhere to go to after school and on half term where they can hang out, because it's currently half term. I know this because I have a younger brother who's in school. It's currently half term and this guy, my younger brother, is just at home. And I'm like, could you get some friends? Like, find things to do, but it's not his fault. He has nowhere to go, so definitely bring back youth clubs. I want to touch on the fact that, you know, you were not forced, but you were encouraged, let's put it in a positive light, you were encouraged to make your own beats. So do you still now, to this day, make your own beats, or do you have a producer?
No, to this day I still make my own. Make it with, I actually do a lot for other people as well. But I think it definitely, like I said, it helped me to kind of make an original sound that was my own, rather than actually relying on other people to create that sound for me. So I think being able to produce taught me how to engineer, how to make myself sound good, and actually, so it pretty much became a whole 360 thing. So learning how to write songs, learning how to produce them, how to engineer them, so I can literally put the music out myself rather than relying on other people to do it for me.
What do you use? You use Logic?
Yeah, mainly
Logic person.
Mainly
yeah,
Logic.
Everyone uses Logic.
Logic is number one.
Logic is number one.
I mean, Ableton's nice, but I like Logic.
Which one?
Ableton.
Is it?
A lot of people use Ableton now. Ableton's the new go-to, but I still prefer Logic.
Yeah. A lot of I've kind of forced my friends to download Logic onto my laptop. Why? I don't know. I don't make music, but I just thought, you know, might as well have Logic there. So grime. Growing up, who was? Because I'm a grime kid. If you want to talk grime, I'm a grime kid. So who was your influences? Who are you listening to back in the day?
Back then, when it came to grime, it was definitely Wretch 32. I think he had a very big impact. Scorcher as well.
Yeah.
Actually, one of my favorites is Dot Rotten.
Yes. Oh my days.
He used to go by Young Dot. Yeah, Dot Rotten. Also, South Soldiers, P Money, when he was part of Fate and Assassins, and South Soldiers, you had Messi as well. So these were literally all the people that were kind of around my area. So we was very, very, like, everyone used to just Bluetooth songs to each other and just be like, yo, this is the latest song from these guys. So, and then literally it just went around like that. So seeing them do that and having the kind of buzz that they had, it was definitely something that we wanted to get into as well.
Yeah. Do you remember, I love how you mentioned Dot Rotten, it's quite funny, I was thinking about him today. Do you remember a song that he released a couple of years ago called Painkiller?
I'm going to be honest, I don't remember that one.
Oh my days, guys,
I'm pretty sure everyone remembers Real Talk.
Yeah.
Real Talk and, what's the other one that he done? He had a few. A lot of them were just mainly diss records though.
Yeah, no, he was all about that, and we're not going to get into that one, but yeah. No, but honestly guys, go stream quick promo Dot Rotten Painkiller, because this morning, I'm not going to lie to you, I woke up, I looked outside and I was like, I finally understand what Dot Rotten was talking about in Painkiller. If you guys know that song, you'll understand what I'm talking about. When you grow up and you're like, now I get the lyrics. Oh my god, I wish I had Nurofen right now because life is a headache. In terms of producers now, because you've dabbled in a bit of producing yourself, you know, produced some stuff for yourself. I'm going to ask you a really hard question. Who would you say is like, let's go for top 5. Who's your top 5 all-time producers? Top 5.
I'd say number one is definitely gonna have to be Pharrell.
Yes, sir.
The Neptunes were definitely, I think they were the biggest impact or the biggest influence over my music more than anybody else that I can think of. So definitely the Neptunes. Second, damn. See, it's hard to pick a number 2.
It is. It's always hard to pick a number 2.
Everyone wants to say Timbaland, but
Timbaland was amazing. What are you talking about?
I can't be disrespectful, but
yeah.
Timbaland is in my top 5, but he's not number 2.
He's not number 2.
He's not number 2. Dre's not number 2 as well. I'm very picky.
Very picky. What about
I would say
people?
who would I put as number 2? I would say number 2 would probably go to, I'll say 40. 40 Noah should be. I think 40 definitely paved the way for a lot of the sound for a long time as well. Maybe because of Drake, but I think 40 definitely deserves some credit.
Facts.
Yeah, I think 40 definitely kind of painted most of it, and that's mostly of the songs that most people remember of Drake, because now everyone's tired of it. I'm not listening now. Third I'll put Timbaland. Timbaland can go third.
That's fine. That's your
Pierre's just starting.
Yeah.
Pierre's just starting. I can't put him in my top 5. I'll say, but nah, Metro Boomin's definitely one of my favourites.
Yeah.
Metro Boomin.
I love Metro Boomin.
Ooh, Kanye. Who said that?
You said Kanye.
You have my respect. On the producer tip, yeah, definitely.
On the producer,
Kanye.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Kanye. I'll say Kanye gets fourth.
Yeah, because he did his thing.
He did.
Back in the day, I heard a story. Kanye said in one of his interviews that when he was starting up as a producer, he was like introducing tracks to Jay-Z, and he had Jesus Walks, but he said that he was gonna keep it to himself, and all his words was like, "Yo man, you're not gonna tell Jay." My accents are gross. You're not gonna take Jay about Jesus Walks, and he was like, no. And he kept it for himself and then put it out, and it was like, and that worked for him.
Yeah, I don't see how. I mean, Jay will probably kill it, but I think that song is Kanye through.
Have you ever had a song that you felt like that with, that you was like, this is a cool beat, I probably should send it to somebody else, but I'm gonna keep it for myself?
To be honest, when I start a beat, I always make it that if I'm doing it for somebody else, it stays as for somebody else. Because sometimes I don't want to influence myself to be like, oh no, I want to keep that one for myself. So if I'm already making something and I want it to be for myself, then I'm saying it from the beginning before I even make the song. But if I know that I'm producing for somebody else, I straight away say, no matter how dope it is, no matter how much I like it, it's still for that person, to make sure that I still give it the same energy.
That's discipline. That's real discipline. Because if I was a producer and I made a song and it was fire, I'd be like, yeah, let's just put this one to the back, make another one. So that's discipline. I respect that a lot. So with your sound, could you, because we're gonna hear it anyways in a second, but before we get into that, could you kind of describe your sound to us?
My sound is definitely a very, very chill vibe, so the fact that everyone's kind of seated kind of works very well for me. It's definitely a chill, nice laid back vibe, nice sexy sound as well. I like to dabble in a nice kind of take it there. And yeah, just kind of paint my pictures, because I like to paint things very kind of visually. So you straight away from the words that I use, you'll kind of be able to make your own kind of decision of what it is visually to you as well. So I'm very descriptive with my words. And
where do you kind of find your inspiration?
To be honest, I find a lot of inspiration when I'm like scrolling through stuff. So like when I'm on Tumblr, sometimes I literally, when I can't think of words, I'll literally start scrolling through images and just find different things to write about.
I love Tumblr. Does anyone use Tumblr in here? Yes. Tumblr, yeah? Does anyone use Pinterest? Who uses Pinterest? Real OGs use Pinterest and Tumblr, I'm telling you. I'd be ignoring all my messages and I'm on Tumblr, and no one knows. And I'll be like, oh, sorry, I fell asleep. These times my Tumblr feed is very active. I love that. So I'm going to leave you to perform. I'm going to leave you to show us what it's all about. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is The Hotel.
Can't slow down, so we might as well just drive. So you better not lose control. Said what you trying to do, said what's the point in driving slow. It's what's in front of you. The world's so quiet right now. 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 It's just me. The world's so quiet right now. The world's so quiet right now. Say where you tryna go, what you wanna do. But she be tryna swerve how she's feeling inside. All your memories you can see in the rear view. Can't slow down, so it's best that we just drive. Said you better not lose control. Said what you trying to do, said what's the point in driving slow. It's what's in front of you. The world's so quiet right now. 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 It is a temple, so let me treat it so. The waves of your hips, girl, I'm really feeling your flow. Show me how you ride, girl, don't take it slow. Baby, show me how you roll. She says she loves every stroke. And I just wanna take you on cloud nine. Said I just wanna take you on cloud nine. Baby, let me take you on cloud nine. Said I just wanna take you on cloud nine. Take you to the highest place that you never been. Special kind of feeling I get underneath your skin. Competition for your love, girl, you know I'm bound to win. I want you to crown me king. I don't know if I can hold you in this mood I found you in. I don't know if heaven sent you, but I know when an angel sings, always she lets me in. High rise, she spreads her wings. Baby, won't you sing for me? For me, for me, for me, for me. And I just wanna take you on cloud nine. Said I just wanna take you on cloud nine. Baby, let me take you on cloud nine. Said I just wanna take you on cloud nine. Said I just wanna take you. Thank you. On your wrist, yeah, I know you like it there. My hands around your neck. I know this isn't fair. Don't put on. Why you tryna leave, girl? Oh, oh. Don't put it on. Don't want you to leave, girl. Oh, oh. Hey, don't put on. Yeah, don't put on that dress. No, oh, oh. Don't put it on. Don't put on that dress. Don't put it on. Don't put it on. Don't put it on, don't put it on. Don't put it on, don't put it on. Thank you very much, everyone.